Hey, Margie here. Welcome to the Wake Up, Pray Up, Bossa podcast, the show that helps Christian moms prioritize their physical and mental health so they can boldly step into God's calling. I'm your host, Margie Ruiz. Hey, Margie here. Welcome back to another episode of the Wake Up, Pray Up, Bossa podcast. Let me ask you something, friend. Have you ever been so busy, so rushed, that you miss something really important right in front of your face? I know I have. With work, right? Family, laundry that never ends, grocery runs. Do we have to eat every day? Workouts, trying to drink enough water, and, read your Bible. Life moves fast. But sometimes in all that hustle, we miss the very people God is asking us to love. And sometimes they're right next to us. Today's episode is a wake-up call for all of us because we're talking about time poverty, compassion, and making space to actually see people. I heard this term, time poverty, at a training last week, and it hit me like a ton of bricks. I had never considered that I was living in scarcity mindset around time. But once I heard that phrase, I realized that is my constant stress. That feeling that there's never enough time, that I'm always behind. No matter how early I wake up or how fast I can move, I can't catch up. Sound familiar? The truth is, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. So why do some people seem to get so much more done with less stress? It starts with mindset. If you're operating out of time scarcity, you'll constantly feel overwhelmed, rushed, and reactive. But when you shift to a mindset of kingdom abundance, you begin to trust that you have enough time for what matters most. Now, yes, there are time management strategies we can learn, and I promise we'll dive into that in the future because I'm about to go to an event for that. But before you can manage your calendar, you've got to reset your beliefs. Because if you believe you're always behind, you will act like you're always behind, even when you're not. Says today we're going to slow down and realign so you can show up fully present to what God is doing right now in this moment. So here are your 3 clicks for today. Click number 1, wake up. Are you rushing past your assignment? Let me share a story that rocked me. It was at that same training last week. In 1973, researchers at Princeton Seminary did a fascinating study. They asked theology students to prepare a short sermon. They could choose one of 3 topics: the Good Samaritan Bible story, why they want to be a minister, or number 3, just pick a Bible story, right? After they created the sermon, they needed to walk across campus to give their sermon. Here's where it got interesting. Along the way, researchers planted a man slumped on the sidewalk, coughing, clearly in distress, right in their path. And it gets even more interesting. They told half the students that they were running late. What do you think happened? Probably what I thought. Most of those late students, future pastors, some literally preparing to preach on compassion, stepped over the man in need to get to their sermon on time. Whew, that hit me. Does it hit you? Isn't that wild? Even people committed to ministry can get so busy doing the work of God that they miss the heart of God. That story brings us right to Luke 10, the parable of the Good Samaritan. Jesus asked, which of these 3 do you think was a neighbor to the man who fell into the hands of robbers? The expert in the law replied, the one who had mercy on him. Jesus told him, go and do likewise. That is Luke 10, verse 36 and 37. Your challenge? Who might you be stepping over this week? Emotionally, spiritually, even physically, because you're just too busy. Click number 2, pray up. Let's move you from time poverty to kingdom abundance. Sis, we live in a world that glorifies hustle. We say things like, I'm too busy, I don't have time, there's just too much going on. But here's the truth. God has given us exactly enough time to do what He has called us to do today. When we rush through life, we miss divine appointments. We're never too busy to be used by God, unless we convince ourselves that we are. Today, I want to invite you to trade time poverty for kingdom abundance. God multiplies time when we use it for love. And if you're not sure where to start with my 10-5-5 formula. I know I beat this into you every week. Go to my website, margieruiz.com, if you haven't done it already, and grab the 10-5-5 formula. It's simple. Every day, 5 minutes, 10 things you're grateful for, 5 things you're letting go and giving to God, and 5 people or prayer requests you're lifting up. It takes 5 minutes and it realigns your heart with what actually matters. Your challenge? Ask God to slow your spirit down today. Pray for eyes to see the people right in front of you. And click number 3, boss up. Love is the assignment. Let's get super practical. Friend, you don't need a pulpit to be a minister. You don't need a stage to serve. You just need to be present. That tired coworker who seems distant? How about the child asking the same question for the 5th time? Or that neighbor you've been meaning to check in on? That might be your assignment today. Don't step over your assignment. Be the one who stops. You were created for this. Love is your calling. And it doesn't require more time. It requires more intention. John 13:35 says, "By this everyone will know that you are my disciples, if you love one another." So here's your boss up moment. Choose presence over performance, compassion over convenience, and mission over multitasking. This week, I challenge you, slow down, make eye contact, speak life, be the one who stops. You never know when your interruption is actually a divine assignment. And if this episode encouraged you, please share it with someone you love. Let's be women who live on mission, even in the middle of chaos. Until next time, keep waking up, praying up, and bossing up every single day. God bless. Bye. Thank you so much for listening. Hey, if you enjoyed the episode and you'd like to help support the podcast, please share it with others, post about it on social media, shout it from the rooftops, leave a rating and a review, all the things. And to catch the latest from me, you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram at margie.gp6 or go to my website at margieruiz.com and make sure to sign up for my weekly newsletter. Thanks again. I'll see you next time. Bye.